Hey guys, this is kind of a remake of a video that I made before. I kind of stunk it up on that one. The quality was horrible, so anyway, so I'm remaking this one to hopefully give you a better look at the books that I was able to purchase at my local comic shop. They were having a big sale, you know, everything was half off and some of it was 75% off, so everything that you see today was either 25 cents or was a quarter or less. Anyway, picked up Marvel Man Primer, which was, you know, a book that Marvel put out before they started reprinting the old Miracle Man, Marvel Man books. It just kind of gives you an inside look at the character for those who weren't familiar with it. Picked up this really nice Shadow and Doc Savage book, the Dave Stevens cover. I've always liked Dave Stevens and his art. I know I'm not the only one, but I particularly like these old pulp characters because, you know, to me there's a lot more that could be done with them than what's been done. But anyway, picked up Sergeant Rock Lost Battalion, first issue of that miniseries. I like Billy Tucci and his art. I've always liked Sergeant Rock as a character because I've always liked World War II stories, so thought I would pick this one up. Got Mighty Crusaders. It's a one-shot. It's the old, I believe it's MLJ Archie characters from the 40s that DC apparently bought the rights to, so they're doing them now. So picked that one up. Along with that, I picked up The Hangman, which was another one-shot for these same characters. Picked up Grant Morrison's Seven Soldiers of Victory, issue number 0. I always liked Seven Soldiers. Grant Morrison's a little bit, in my opinion, a little bit off the beaten path with some of his characterizations, but it was an enjoyable book nonetheless. Picked up book 1 of a miniseries was put out back in the 80s of Black Terror. It's got some great Brereton art in it. The story itself is actually pretty good, and if you enjoy those old 1940s characters, if you can find this one for cheap, you need to pick it up. Picked up Tom Strong and the Robots of Doom, number 1 of 6. If I can find them, I'm going to try to get the rest of this series. I like the character Tom Strong. Can't remember who came up with him. I think Alan Moore may have had something to do with him, but I could be mistaken. Anyway, picked up Winter Soldier number 3. Great Doctor Doom cover. I like the character of the Winter Soldier, and combining with Doctor Doom, I couldn't resist picking this one up. Got Winter Soldier number 4. Same reason, like the Winter Soldier. Got Winter Soldier number 5. I mean, come on. You got a monkey or a gorilla with a machine gun. Can't top that, man. Julie Schwartz would have a field day with that one. Winter Soldier number 6. And number 7. Number 10. Number 11, and picked up some Original Sin books. Picked up Original Sin Annual number 1. If you're looking for an interesting story, from reading it, I think this was fairly interesting. It gives you a little background on exactly why Marvel did what they did with Fury. And with this storyline, just an interesting take on some things that, you know, never were really mentioned but may have been hinted to throughout the history of Marvel Comics. But anyway, I found it to be pretty good. Picked up Battle for the Cowl, Batman Dead one-shot, was done back in '99. I'm a Batman fan. I didn't have this one, so thought I'd pick it up. Picked up 52, week 30, same reason, Batman fan, didn't have it. I got Countdown number 29, number 26, 24, number 18, 16, 15, 13, and I did get 14, somehow it ended up out of order, 12, 11, get a little bit of that glare off there, 10, 8, 7, and got Countdown to Adventure. This was number 2 of, I believe, 8. Might try to get a couple of more of these. I didn't quite get this one. I'm sure it has something to do with some of the new 52 stuff that DC's put out. But anyway, got Avengers number 54. I've always liked Kang. I always thought he was a really cool character, and this one shows just how incredibly evil the character can be. He's come a long way from being a pharaoh back in the 60s. Got the Astro City flip book. It's also got Aerosmith. I bought it mostly for the Astro City stuff because I enjoy those characters. Got Astro City Local Heroes, number 1 of 5. Number 2. I believe this is number 3. Also picked up one of the Astro City issues from the, I believe it's the Image or Homage Comics, number 21. Picked up Astra, number 1 and number 2. Picked up some Gotham Knights, number 50, number 60, number 67, 68. Picked up a few X-Men. I haven't read many X-Men in quite a few years, but they had a good many of these particular issues. Thought I'd pick them up. Got Uncanny X-Men number 493, which is part of the Messiah Complex. Got 494. Got X-Men 206. New X-Men number 46. Got X-Men Messiah Complex Mutant Files, which kind of gives you this, for us old farts who haven't read it in a while, it gives us a kind of a little bit of info on the on the characters and who they are and what they do. Get these out of the way. Got Uncanny X-Force number 24. I had heard a lot about this issue, particularly the scenes with Deadpool, and anyway, if you can find this one for cheap, it's worth it for just that one panel that Deadpool's in, and you'll see what I'm talking about if you ever get it. Found Ghost Rider, Wolverine, Punisher, Hearts of Darkness. This was a prestige format book put out back in the 80s. If I can find the other one, I plan on picking it up too. Got The Spirit from Kitchen Sink, number 7. I've always liked Will Eisner and the old Spirit character, and these are actual new stories or old stories reprinted. Got The Alien Alliance, book 1. I didn't read very many of these back when I was a kid, but thought I'd pick them up for cheap. You know, it's good reading regardless. You got Captain America number 383, the 50th anniversary issue. Captain America number 396. number 404 with Wolverine. Captain America number 19, which has some Red Skull in it. Captain America number 17. Picked up a few more Flash. Got Flash number 343. 344. Found an old Legion number 295. Picked up some What If from volume 2, number 33. Another Phoenix Rose Again story. Got a couple old Marvel 2-in-1. Got number 26 with The Thing and Nick Fury. And in my opinion, the biggest deal I picked up, found Marvel 2-in-1 Annual number 5 with The Thing, the Hulk, and the Stranger. This story, if you've never read it, it's not what you expect. The Stranger actually ends up teaming up with these two. It's a fairly interesting story, so if you can find it for cheap, I recommend picking it up. And the last thing, last but not least, the local comic shop also had a big sale on their trade paperbacks. I picked up the complete Supervillain Team Up, Supervillains Unite. I think this was a $30 book, if I'm not mistaken. No, it's a $35 book. Got it for $5. Somehow or another it was 50% off, and then 50% off of that, and anyway, I ended up getting it for $5, which I thought was a darn good deal. Anyway, that's my first haul. The box you see me leaning the books against is going to be my next video. I was able to pick up a long box, fairly cheap, full of books, and it's got some pretty good stuff in it. So stay tuned, and I'll try to get that one filmed and uploaded in the next couple of days. Read, respond, subscribe, whatever. See you later.